After the huge success of the Adilette 22, Adidas have given us an updated version of the Adilette 22. Today we are going to be taking a look at the Adilette 22 XLG. My guess is that the XLG does stand for extra large, which will make sense once you see the slide. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. Make sure you stay subscribed to stay updated with all my latest videos. And if you are an existing subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. So let's take a closer look at the Adilette 22 XLG. So design-wise, it is basically the same as the normal Adilette 22. However, they have just made the platform a lot more chunkier. So you do have kind of the exact same silhouette, this 3D futuristic look. It does also use the same materials as well. So the same EVA foam that you see in the normal slide, you also have here as well. The platform on this has definitely got to be at least twice the size of the normal standard slide. So you are getting a very, very chunky slide. You will also notice one of the main differences has got to be this hook and loop heel strap at the back, as you can see here. I can't help but compare this to the similarities of like a croc clog, where you do have the adjustable strap where you can move it, you can take it out if you want to. But just taking a closer look at the strap, you will notice that towards the back you do have some more extra padding, and you do have the Adidas logo there as well. And then you do have the Velcro straps, which are actually detachable. So theoretically you could say that this is maybe two slides in one. Of course, you can wear it as kind of a more of a sandal. It definitely gives you more support on the foot, and we'll touch on comfortability and wearability later on. This does give you the option to actually remove the strap, so you can just have a slide on its own. However, it might be a little bit weird because obviously you are going to have the holes on either side, but I do feel like the holes compared to the rest of the shoe are very, very small, so maybe, you know, not that noticeable. So I do love the fact that you can just have a normal chunky platform slide if you did want to take the heel straps off. Just like the normal Adilette 22 as well, this does have a blend of recycled and renewable materials in them. I do think that nowadays all these kinds of big brands are definitely using more recycled and renewable materials in their shoes. If we take Nike, for example, most of their shoes that they bring out now contain a certain percentage of recycled materials. There are also some other minor differences, and that does include logo branding on the actual slide. So for this one, you will notice that we actually have the original Adidas logo on the side. Usually on the Adilette 22, we had the tiny logo towards the heel, and we also had the branding that said the brand with 3 stripes. You will notice that we do not have that here, and we just have the original logo. I actually really like that, and I feel like for me, I prefer a logo than words. So that is something that I prefer compared to the original Adilette 22. Also, in terms of logos, you will have the original Adidas logo embedded on the insole here. This is exactly the same as the Adilette 22. Other than the heel strap, that is all the logos that we do have on this slide. It is a very minimalistic and, as I said, futuristic looking slide. So I really do appreciate the fact that there is not many logos on it. We definitely have a futuristic looking sole as well. It literally looks like the surface of the moon. I was already a huge fan of the Adilette 22 when they first brought it out. So when they brought up this version of it, I had to have my hands on it because I absolutely love the fact that they have created a sandal. And not only have they created a sandal, they've created a chunky sandal. The platform on this is absolutely huge. I feel that it completely changes the whole look of the Adilette 22. I don't know how, but I actually have big feet, and I'm very particular about what slides and kind of what shoes I buy, because some slides and shoes I think make my feet look even bigger than what they are. But for some reason, and I don't know how, these actually make my feet look smaller than what they are. After trying them on, I was pleasantly surprised about the comfortability and also the stability of these slides. However, this strap does actually give your foot a lot more stability. I could actually probably run in these. Obviously, I wouldn't go running in them, but kind of basically like the Crocs, I feel like if you do put this on and have it as a heel strap, you have so much more comfortability and flexibility to kind of run in them. Your foot isn't just gonna come sliding out. That is something that I really like, because this for me is more than a slide. I wouldn't just treat it how I would a slide. I'd actually, you know, possibly you can make outfits out of it. You can make it into a kind of more day-to-day shoe because it does have that sandal look. Also worth mentioning as well, because it's a platform, I do feel like that adds to the value of the kind of sandal look, makes it more like a little bit more of a shoe than a slide. I was really surprised by the comfortability of these. The normal standard Adilette 22s are, I'd say they're very fair in terms of comfortability, but these are so much more comfortable than the normal standard Adilette 22s, and I think that is because of the platform. In terms of pricing and sizing for these come in at £60, around $70. That is £10 more than the normal standard Adilette 22 slides if you were to go on the Adidas website. However, I do think that you can get the Adilette 22 slides for a lot cheaper. I've seen them for around about £25, and they're always on sale, whereas I feel like because these are more new, they won't be on sale. So I guess the Adilette 22s are theoretically only £10 cheaper, but I do think that they can be a lot cheaper. However, saying that, for only a £10 difference, I do think that you are getting so much more with this slide. You are getting more of a kind of sandal shoe that you could possibly wear a lot more. Also, if you did want it as a slide, as I said, you can just remove this heel strap and you will be left with a platform slide. Therefore, you're kind of getting 2 in 1, so I do think that is good value for money. Sizing wise for these, I went for the exact same size that I got in the Adilette 22 slides, which was my true to size, which is a size 7. As I did actually mention on that video as well, I do feel like a 7.5 would be absolutely perfect for me, because usually I like a tiny bit of space. However, saying that, I could only pick up full sizes in these, so I did go for a size 7, and they fit absolutely perfectly, to be honest with you. That is my size and this is what I would go for. However, if I'm just being a little bit more picky, I would have preferred a 0.5 size up. However, they are a size 7 and I will keep them at this size. At the moment, these only come in 3 colors. I have the black pair here, and they also do a white and a mauve color as well. The Adilette 22 slides, when they first came out, only did a few colorways, and now there is so many different types of versions. You've even got those marble colorways. So I do assume that in the future, they will also produce some more colorways for this pair. In terms of boxing for these, they just come in your standard normal blue and white Adidas box. We do not get any kind of special box. I'm actually obsessed with these. I feel like recently in the last few years, we've seen so many different versions of slides and sandals, especially with Yeezy and things like this. But this has got to be one of my favorite kind of silhouettes. I absolutely love the silhouette of the Adilette 22. And then to just add a simple heel strap is absolutely beautiful. I've always loved the Adidas Yeezy slide for kids with that strap that they had, the rubber strap, and I've always been jealous that obviously I'm not gonna fit into one of those. So to see this again on a kind of different Adidas silhouette, I was really excited for, and I would absolutely love to see that on a Yeezy. That for me would be the absolutely perfect sandal. So maybe it's in the future, maybe it's not. These days as well, slides and sandals are coming more acceptable to wear them as a kind of everyday shoe. Personally, for me, they are a huge piece of my sneaker collection because I literally wear them all the time. So I'm always really invested in picking up a new pair of slide or sandals. I actually found it really hard to pick what colorway because I thought they all looked really, really good. Do you know what will be amazing? If they bring out a kind of creamy beige color, then that will be absolutely perfect. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I'll catch you on my next one, and I hope you guys have a blessed week.